Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War World Lore event, week 11, day 7. So today, we are going to be going over all the spoilers for the week, obviously most noteworthy one, as many of you probably know already. But just in case you do not, next weekend, obviously not this weekend since it's already over, but next weekend, we are going to be having a Volt event. This will be the second Volt event since they've done the permanent buff to Volkies, where they now have the pity key timer that does apply to every Volt event going forward. The last one, the next one next week, as well as all of them going forward. So yeah, quite a bit of extra free keys that we get automatically through there, and also make sure that you'll end up getting some based on how much time you basically put towards it rather than just pure luck. However, one thing that will be very pure luck based is epic Volkies. That's still something we want to go and hunt down for. So hopefully we'll be able to go and do that next weekend, as I still have not found one yet. I'm not sure about you guys, but yeah, the hunt shall continue, and hopefully we'll get one next weekend. But anyways, let's go over all the things that we have going on, starting with the troops. So first off, the glory troop that we're getting tomorrow is Blade Lance, of course, as we already knew from the little thumbnail thing underneath the campaigns. It's going to be an epic, so you will be able to stock up on brown, yellow arcanes if you need them for upgrades. It gets to destroy a row and gains 9 attack and armor boosted by brown gems destroyed. I did not check what that ratio is. There's an easy way to check. For whatever reason, they don't post it on the forum. However, his boost ratio is 5 times. Okay. At least he has an okay boost ratio for that. I was going to say, that's probably pretty bad otherwise. But he gets to destroy a row, gains 9 attack and armor, boosted by brown gem destroyed. And of course, that 9 attack and armor is higher. That's just based on his magic. Specifically, it is based on his magic divided by 2 plus 1. So whatever that comes out to for you is how much attack and armor he ends up gaining there. And he gains additional 5 to both of those 2 stats per brown gem destroyed. So if it destroys something like 4 brown gems, that'll be 20 additional attack and 20 additional armor. This, of course, will be pretty useless, except maybe like super ultra early in the game. However, unless you're like literally starting this week or last week, this is probably going to fall off pretty quick, unless you're like literally starting the game. But other than that, it has a leader, so it's okay. Armored, the combinations used on a couple, and Death Touch. Actually reminds me a lot of the epic that already exists within this kingdom. Herald of Chaos, I believe his name is. I should forget his name. But the epic that you get for free from Blade Lands questline. Very similar to that in almost every single way. It has like a big boost ratio based on a certain color. However, I would say that the other guy is probably better, even though he's not even that relevant. But yeah, it's overall pretty much dead content just for upgrading the kingdom. However, do keep in mind, Bladed Lands is a magic-based kingdom, so you can try targeting down 10 magic next week. Or not 10 magic, but 10 stars to go get a magic if you haven't already. Though that will, of course, require at least 1 mythic from Bladed Lands. Other than that, we're also going to be getting a new weapon. It gains a barrier and then deals damage to an enemy and then silences them. I'm not quite sure what the additional effects will end up being. However, this thing could be kind of okay. It's an epic weapon. As far as epic weapons go, that's actually not that bad. Actually reminds me a lot of Silent Knight. Silent Knight was actually the very first new weapon they ever added through an event thing. It was added all the way back in 2014, which is rare to say for a weapon because there's only ever 2 added in 2014. Savasi Blade and then Silent Knight. This reminds me a lot of Silent Knight. It's just targetable and gains a barrier. It does have a slightly higher mana cost though. Overall, probably not worth using, especially given that it's epic weapon, and epic weapons are normally pretty bad. However, that technically means we'll have 2 epic weapons next week. The epic weapon off of this, as well, which should be off the World Lore event, as far as where you get it, as well as the epic weapon off of the new thing. Since we haven't had a Blade Lance since that one patch of 5.0, we did get a new weapon for every single kingdom, and I don't believe that has rotated around yet, so we'll be able to get it then. Other than that, for the next thing, as far as how it gets scored, oh, wait, what was the question? Do you really need any more red-brown arcane trait stones? It's brown-yellow. It's not brown-red. Oh, wait, never mind. You said that. Wait, no, you didn't. I'm confused by your statement then. Because it's brown-yellow, not brown-red. Why does that weapon have a metal upgrade around this mana? Just because it does. It's not possible to. Generally, on the thumbnails of these things, they do. They actually used it for these icons before it even existed in the game. These were just used prior to it even existing. Before this symbol was even in the game, they used to use these for these previews as of several months before they even was implemented within the game. So it's just something that they do out of habit, Kind of like how I use the old summoning stone at the event video every single Monday. It doesn't even exist in the game anymore, but I kind of do it because it's kind of iconic to every single time we do the event video. That and whatever that resource thing is right in the middle. I just always do the thumbnail like that. And they kind of do the same thing here, where they just always put that in the corner. And they always have, even before it existed within the game. Anyways, as far as scoring, but it means nothing. You can't upgrade your weapons. Medaling your weapons is impossible as it currently stands. Plus, it'd probably be on the hero class itself if it was ever added. Anyway, so, World Lore event. As far as what's going on with this, there are 6 battles that players can encounter during the event. They are Garthum, Feldross, Garnock, Solzera, Shade of Zorn, and Gargantar, that useless mythic. This event has 3 phases. Phase 1, the first 2 battles are only available battles to play and have an equal chance of appearing. Players will need to win 15 battles here to progress to the next phase. Phase 2, the first 4 battles are the only available battles to play and have an equal chance of appearing. Players will need to win 15 battles to progress to the next phase. Phase 3, all 6 battles are now available with an equal chance of appearing. This phase continues until the end of the event. And as far as scoring, you can find the following rewards for each of the different battles you may encounter. The Garthum is 2, the Feldross is 2, the Garnock is 4, the Solzera is 4, the Shade of Zorn is 6, and the Gargantar is 6. Basically, bottom line is the mythics are worth 6, the legendaries are worth 4, and everything else you pretty much don't want to do unless you are forced to. It seems taking the level has no effect on the actual score that you get, so keep in mind you can literally take level 10s and it won't matter. This time around it is based on rarity, not based on level. So take the battles based on highest rarity, and the level that you do them at has absolutely no effect whatsoever on your final score, based on this at least. Sometimes it does, and they didn't actually put it here, but based on this information, which as of recently has been correct, they should all be static scores, meaning that no amount of levelage on them will increase them from their amount. So always do it based on base rarity, or based on rarity order, essentially. Do the mythics first, and the legendary second, and then lastly, whatever is left that isn't either of those two is what you end up doing. And that's pretty much the game plan for that event. Anyways, in other news, other things we got going on this week. This Tuesday, we're going to have the faction event for the Fel Roost. For Wednesday, we will end up having the pet for the Hell Puppy, which I believe is Blighted Lands bonus, if I'm not mistaken. For Thursday, we will have the class event, of course, for the Dabblis, which is the Blighted Lands hero class. And for Friday, as already mentioned, and the most relevant thing happening this week is we have a Vault event weekend. And of course, that is the best time in the game to go and farm up Volkeys. And with the new pity system, you'll be able to get a certain amount of Volkeys just by playing. And even if you get unlucky, you'll still at least get a small trickle of Volkeys, particularly for the first several hours that you play. Definitely advised to at least play like 5-10 hours, if not more, because those first several hours that you end up putting in give you the most value due to the pity timer that has now been added and is permanently added to the Vault events. And if you haven't got an Epic Volkey, that would also be the best time to go get an Epic Volkey. And pretty much any resource in the game, because gosh, does it give a lot of resources. Other than that, I believe that's everything. Heart of Rage doesn't come until next week, so I don't need to go over that yet. Plus it's useless anyways, until it can be used for crafting. But I believe that is everything then. I don't think there's anything else to really mention. Anyways, that's all the event stuff that we have going on throughout the week. So pretty interesting Monday, at least if we get a little bit more upgrade for Blighted Lands. And of course, a very interesting weekend, but not too much in between this time around. Unless they end up popping something in there, but it doesn't seem like it. But yeah, this kingdom will end up reaching 18 stars as of next week. This is 4 times tribute reward. Fortunately, not tribute chance yet, and this will still be 2 off from that magic. So, unfortunately, still going to take another event before it ends up reaching there, if it even reaches there after another event. But anyways, we've been working on meddling stuff. We've been doing pretty good on that so far. If we go all the way out of here and go over to our thingy, I believe we are currently at 79 out of 100. So by the end of the stream, we will technically... Oh, no, we are at 80 out of 100. I thought we upgraded that far. Okay, so we're at 80 out of 100. So I was going to say we should have that 80 out of 100 by the end of the stream if we're at 79. But yeah, the goal for the next month or so is try to get that to 100. We're within striking distance. I only need 20 more upgraded. We are very, very, very close. So you'll be seeing a lot of Explore 12 going forward, as that will be one of our main focuses over the next month. Ideally by the end of October, I think is the aim for that. My birthday's on the 4th, so we'll probably try aiming before the 4th. See if we can actually get that rolling. One can hope. We might be able to do it. See how it goes. But anyways, I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. I was talking about all the thingy things. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, Original. Hello, Steve. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Jefferson. Hello, Lestat. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. All of you had a wonderful weekend. I'll clear out dailies, clear out dungeon, and don't forget, it is Diamond Day as well, too. It's always good to throw down 50 gems on that. It's not always worth it to throw down 50 gems on the diamond offer with it, or the dungeon offer that's within the dungeon mode itself. However, every single Sunday it is worth going for. Even if you have more diamonds than you ever know what to do with, it is still such insanely good value that it's worth going for. Even though I have enough to make like 15 or 16 mythics or something. Still worth going for. But yeah, nothing good off Adventure Board. At least we got some Ds yesterday though. We got 6 fire into an Imperial. But today, a pretty lackluster day. A lot of them lately haven't been giving too much. The one yesterday being a bit of an exception to that rule, of course. But hopefully we'll get something shiny soon. I don't think there's any holidays coming. Oh, wait, never mind. There's a holiday tomorrow. I'm not sure if they're going to do a thingy for it, though. It seems kind of random on if they will decide to do it for a holiday or not. Because the holidays that they end up choosing as far as which ones end up getting the special event thing seems almost completely random. It's like they just throw a bunch of darts on the board and it's like, oh yeah, we'll do it for these events, but not all these other events. It is extremely random. Like, they didn't do it for Easter, but they did it for International Cat Day or something. Like, the ones that they choose seem almost completely random. I think they only did it 3 times. It was the Lunar New Year's, the International Cat or Dog Day. I forget which one it was. I think it was International Dog Day, and Valentine's Day. Was there any others? Those were the 3 times I'm aware of. Also, I think they might have done it for Canada Day or 4th of July. They did it for one or the other to kind of count it as both. So they did it 4 times. Let's see. We'll take that down. So far, anyways. Alright, that's out of the way. Let's go clear out dungeons. As I mentioned, the very shiny offer 50-50 gems. Can't get that yet, though. Of course, have to do at least 1 battle, which obviously is very straightforward. Which I believe Rowan even has enough damage to still one-shot at this range. Just throw Rowan down, hope it doesn't get her 25% revive. Dead. Oh gosh, it does. Shouldn't have even said anything. We do not have a skull drop here, do we? We'll try for Alpha Sky. Nothing else gives us mana, and he's dead. Easy enough. And then we'll go grab ourselves the last little bit of diamonds that we need. Get all that rolling. And we'll get our manas. Also, I need to go check how many diamonds we have at this point. I'm actually really curious what it's gotten up to at this point. I know it's a very high number out of very high number. Not to mention, I think we have like 8,000 to 10,000 diamonds just in shards. Not even counting the diamonds we already have all ready to go. I'll go for a nice explosion here. Unfortunately, we're going to need follow-up, so you know what? I'm actually not going to go for explosion. Because we can go for this. And then we can go for this. And let's match. Kind of same method that we do whenever we run Volkeys. And yeah, this offer is always worth it. The one only on Sunday. The 50 gem offer. It's 80 diamonds, which alone is worth 50 gems. 400 shards, so basically it's 84 diamonds, especially since that souls cover more than enough to cover the expense of it. So basically 84 diamonds, 2 gem keys, and 1 celestial trait stone for 50 gems. It is insanely good value and always worth going for every single Sunday. And I also keep buying up that pet. I think we're pretty close to it. Let me double check how many battles we had. We'll finally get Golvania maxed. Where is the bird? Where is the bat, I mean? Where is the Golvania bat? Don't make me have to go all the way to Golvania search just to find it. Might have to. Let's just find a Golvania search. Order, now Kingdom based on Golvania. And I believe you reside there. You should. Oh yeah, we only need 4 more copies, right? That should be the case. Yes, 3 to make it go even. I believe you have to have a spear above it. So we're almost there. Finally. But we'll upgrade that as soon as we can. 4 more copies. So if we get another 3 and another 1, we'll finally have enough copies to go and get it maxed, which will give Goblin a star. And I believe that is then every single kingdom that can be maxed, fully maxed. It does keep telling me to go upgrade a thing for Leonis Empire. However, I don't believe that actually dictates a star or not. Let me double check. Kingdom power. No. I'm not sure why it keeps telling me to. Because 3 Leonis pets do not currently exist. Unless they're going to be adding another one soon. Actually, I should probably go check. When is the next Leonis pet being added? Because that's when we'll have to go do the other thing. Let me double check. I'm not sure if we can even see it that far, but it's worth checking. If I could spell. Spelling helps. Spelling does help very much. There we go. Okay. Terran's World. So, if we go under the pet spoilers here. And we go and search for Drifting Sands. We can see that it's not coming anytime soon. Well, then. Yeah, it should be working if we type in the Vault. You can see that one. Oh, never mind. Leonis Empire. Why did I type in Leon? Okay. Still not it, though. Oh, no. There we go. Wait. Hold up. Talk Like a Pirate Day. Hold up. That's on the 16th. I need to go max out that pet or that troop soon. I might have to use a blue orb on it. We might need to go do that. Like now. Because that's actually very soon. That's 2 Wednesdays from now. Not this week's Wednesday, but next week's Wednesday. We get the Talk Like a Pirate Day pet. And it looks like this. Never mind, you guys can't see it. It's like a cat with a pirate suit. Wait, let me go fix this. Let's see. Now you should be able to see it. But, yeah, that's coming out on the 16th. And I need that for Leonis Empire upgrade. Interesting. But, yeah, we need to go upgrade this troop. I might just use an orb on it. Do we waste an orb? You're so close to being upgraded, though, on your own. But you're still like 10 copies short. I might have to waste a small blue on it. It's cosmetic, but we need it for this upgrade. It's actually for once when we're blocked by pet and not something else. This kingdom can reach 19 star. So you know what? I am going to waste an orb, I think. But then again, between now and then, we might be able to buy up enough copies to go and do it. However, isn't the pack like 120 each time? How many gems would that end up costing? How many more copies do I need? I have 5 copies. I need 16 total. What is 3 into that number? Rounded up because you have to make sure you have enough. So if we have 5 of it right now, because we're not going to have an event week between now and then. So we have 5. We need, what, 16? So 11. So 4 packs. 4 packs comes out to 120 times 4, which is 480. So yeah, it is probably just better to use a blue orb on it. Otherwise, 480. This is why I'm maxing everything out immediately. It's just not worth not upgrading something. So you know what? I'm going to do that right now. So let's go over to Leonis Empire and upgrade the only thing we do not have upgraded. Just also make sure it doesn't show up on our little offer thingies. This will cost us 1 whole blue orb. But we'll go for it. Sorry, blue orb. We need to go level this guy here. Well, since we're here, we might as well save some souls. Okay, we have now maxed him out, so we cannot see him on our thing anymore. And we can go get the next star level for when it comes around. There we go. And it also makes it more likely that we'll find a bat, so that we can go get those bats upgraded in the next 2 days, as long as we get a 3 and then a 1. Ideally, it will come to happen that way. Otherwise, we might have to waste some gems to get 2 3s. Anyways, let's keep continuing. Let's go do Explore 12. Actually, not continuing. We haven't even started Explore 12s yet. But let's start rolling into those, getting these killed out. Do we have banner set up? Yes, we do. Just making sure everything's good to go. Okay, start the farm. Gotta go get our token grinding. But yeah, that was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I was like looking at it, it's like, oh, that's already next week. Not this week event week, but next week event week. Well, you know what I mean. It's 2 Wednesdays from now. We'll be able to get that. Oh, he killed my hero. I was like, yeah, this will kill. It's like, nope, not quite. Denied. Absolutely denied. What is a tempering level? Tempering level is what level the weapon is upgraded to. So for example, let's say it is a Doom weapon, which are the only things that boost based on tempering levels currently. If it is currently at 5 out of 10, or has 5 upgrades, so it shows +5, that means it has a tempering level of 5. And if it's at level 7, it'll have a tempering level of 7. It basically just means the level of your weapon, essentially, as far as how upgraded it is. Also, we just got another gnome again. Hopefully we don't feed him red. Good. Yeah, tempering level just means whatever your level of the weapon is, essentially. So whatever that plus number is what your tempering level is. It's easy as that. But yeah, currently the Doom weapons are the only thing that interact with tempering levels. I don't believe there is any other weapon in the game that utilizes it other than the Doom weapons. Doesn't actually matter which one I went for there. Not sure why I was bothering to target. I'm actually going to go for this extra turn in hopes that we would cascade into something. Apparently not. Then again, a Zugoff, and that's almost match, and he'll die to anything, and that is anything. And now he's dead. But yeah, about every single stream now, we will get about enough tokens to upgrade one single troop. That's about how it's going to go down. Which means technically by the end of this month, we could almost have enough. Might still be a little bit short by then, though. But we are essentially getting enough tokens to upgrade one troop every month. Also, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Guild give you enough each week? I forget the total amount of tokens, but I believe it's enough that it's more than 9. In the sense that that will give you basically enough to upgrade something. Not all into the same category. But if it is giving at least 9, that is the equivalent of one full upgrade. Oh wait, no, never mind. 12 would have to be one full upgrade. What am I saying? Wait. No, both are wrong. What am I saying? 9 is for one medal. 36 is how many you would need for one full upgrade. So yeah, never mind. It actually gives you less than one full upgrade. Because yeah, you need 36 tokens for one upgrade. I think is the bare minimum. Although it depends what method you're using to upgrade something. Because you could do it with as few as 3 tokens. But realistically, it does normally take a bit more than that. But the lower rarity ones can be done as little as 3. Normally I've been doing them with 4 though. Where we do 1 of its rarity, 2 of its rarity, and then 1 of the higher rarity. And it's been working out pretty well for our upgrading so far. So we've been doing pretty much all the upgrading. And eventually we'll have all the commons and rares done. And once we do, we'll start gambling them on mythics. But theoretically, even once we have all the rares done, we might want to use them for the first level of all the ultra rares. Once we do get around to that point. That's still a while away. It is going to feel weird, though, once we finally reach the day where we're finally getting categories done, fully medaled. Because that's something super long-term in this game. Like, getting things medaled up to max. But, yeah, it hasn't even been out for a year yet. And we're almost halfway done with the category. So we're definitely outpacing the rate of new content coming into the game, at least, in that regard. At least for the lower rarity ones, of course. Higher rarity, not so much. That's gonna be weird how that ends up panning out. We're gonna be burning through a lot of souls later part of next year. Like so many that we might need to start soul farming on a regular basis. We're gonna be burning through that many souls. Like we're gonna be burning through absurd numbers and going into the depths of RNG. Because gosh, are we gonna need to get lucky? Because we're going to be rolling something like a few % chance to get an upgrade. And every time it fails, not only do we lose the resources, but we lose 10,000 souls. And we will have to do that with many, many, many attempts. We haven't really needed to use any of those luck-based mechanics within the game, but for Legends and Mythics, particularly Mythics, we are going to need to. Unfortunately. It's pretty much going to be required. because otherwise we won't really be able to use the commons or rares for anything. Since after we have every single common maxed, every single rare maxed, and the first trait of every single ultra rare maxed, there would then be nothing that common or rare metals can do that would give a 100% chance to upgrade. Every instance of usage of them by that point will end up being, well, unless they add another common and rare, which does happen occasionally. But aside from that, at that point, every single one that we use will have to be for a non 100% chance to upgrade something. Of course, we could theoretically use them initially for epics. However, we're obviously most likely going to target them towards mythics. Unless we need to do it through epics for kingdom upgrade purposes. That'd be the only exception. However, I doubt we'd really need to, because every common, rare, and ultra rare maxed in the game, I believe, is enough to get almost 20 medals for a good majority of kingdoms. Maybe not all the way to 20, but pretty close. Because I believe for most kingdom that makes up like 10 to 15 troops or something. Not to mention we'll have way more troops added to the game by then. For how deep 15 and 20 star or 20 golds are, we're going to have like on average like 10 more troops for every kingdom. Some amount of them would be lower level stuff. Or at least one would assume so. Who knows, maybe we'll add another rarity above mythic. Highly doubtful though at this point. Well, technically the Doom rarity kind of already is. That red border, which is also the boss border now. Okay, can we do anything special here? Not really, so let's go for Leprechaun. Grab our purple, and that should get us rolling, and that should pretty much be a match. Get a Zugoff down, and then just start chaining everything. Yep, that's pretty much how it goes. We'll throw that down. He'll take a skull, we'll take a skull, and he's dead. Pretty straightforward. And of course, when the weekend does come around, we won't be doing Explore 12, unfortunately. We will be grinding out Explore 2 or 3 or something similar, and we will be quick killing them for the gnomes, so we can get up as many keys as we can. We'll still be getting tokens while we do so, however, it'll be obviously a much smaller amount compared to what we would do when we were doing Explore 12. Main reason I don't really tend to do Explore 12 during gnome events is, of course, the main thing that cycles the gnomes is being able to do as many paddles as you can as quickly as you can. And that is, of course, more beneficial at a lower difficulty setting. And this team is, while it does gain a lot of resources, is like twice as slow as just running a quick kill Rowan or something for a lower level range. Because on average, I would say this team does about 30 seconds, I want to say, give or take a little bit. Whereas Rowan team is normally around like 15 seconds. Definitely under 20 every time for sure. Which is giving almost double the amount of gnomes. Might mix it up a little bit with both methods, but most of the time I tend to just stick with go for the instant kill there. But most of the time I normally just stick with the quick kill method. Also, we never did gain that level from the other day, did we? The XP bar is so weird this late in the game. It always looks like you're going to gain a level, and then time goes on, and it's like, nope, still no level, still no level, still no level. We will get that level. Another thing that doing low-level Explorer Archie excels at as well. Really good for class XP. Specifically the hero XP of the big level. The one that you use to level up with. Doing Explore 2 or 3 is actually the quickest way in the game to get that. Because anything that wins battles as quickly as possible is the same method that farms XP at the quickest possible rate within the game. And since that has overlap there, it's quite a bit of XP for your hero. It is pretty good class XP too, however, it's not the best class XP method, but it is the best hero XP method within the game. We did that. Next one will not be for a chest. However, we still need to go do it wherever it is hiding. Where on earth is it? There it is, Merlantis. What do we need? Let's throw down explosions. Get our poke. Oh, you have immune to burn. I was like, wait, how are you not dead? Immune to burn, we'll do that. Always got to pay attention to the kingdoms that have like 1 billion immune to burns. I believe this place has 4 immune to burns, if I'm not mistaken, which is definitely above average for a kingdom. I don't think it's the highest in the game, but it's definitely above average for total amount of immune to burnings within the kingdom. So we want to target you and you. So you both got that immune. And that's what Zugaf is for. Of course, our follow-up with the burn just instantly kills out everything else. Alright, we'll take a red there. Grab a round. Grab explosion. Grab Zugaf on the immune to burn, so we don't have to deal with you. I'll try for Sky Skull. Miss. We'll try... Oh, let's take that then. Perfect. I was going to say try to cascade something somewhere. But we don't need it. It's already on the board. It's already visible. We can just take it off there. If anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. I'll make sure to go over them all. Also, if anyone's still interested in joining a guild, I believe we have 2 spots left. If you could do 1.5 million gold or higher, participate in all guild-related events, let me know. We get done every single event. So let me know. Still got a little bit of room left. If anyone was interested. Also, that reminds me, don't forget to finish out Bounty too, which of course we already did. However, it is still going on, of course. You still got another 6 half hours or so to go and finish this out. 250,000 points gives every single reward you see here. Even if you're not buying up packs or anything, still good to go do all your free sigils that you have, as you'll get some amount of rewards out of it, if nothing else. But tier 5, if you don't miss any battles, using a full bonus will be enough to get them all done. So definitely worth considering. And leaderboard is way too high, but you get an extra orb off a leaderboard with 500,000 pretty solidly if you had that score. Also, there seems to be a multi-way tie for 471,000, so I assume that's some setting of them. Not sure how many packs that is specifically though. But anyways, let's go back to Merlantis. Do I need to change anything up? I do not believe so. No. It plays the same way for every single location. I don't think we'd really need to modify it anywheres, for the most part. Even if we were doing it in the places that had like those really high amount of revives, like Blade of Lands or something, it still would play out pretty much the exact same way. Wouldn't really need to change anything in that regard. You know, I'm actually going to leave the green there just because I can explode it. I just need to get Zugaf rolling. It's the most important thing because he's going to have immune anyways. So we need to have a counter for it, of course. As usual. We got an arcane there, nice. Okay, where's our next location? We got a Kazil. This can be really annoying to run if you're running Iron Gut, of course. This is a place that Iron Gut pretty much always wants to avoid. Luckily, Zugaf doesn't have that problem, so we don't need to deal with it. Oh gosh, he has a green to brown. That would kind of help us. Oh, never mind. It's brown. Yeah, green to brown. I said it right the first time. That is actually not beneficial. Never mind. We do not need that many brown on the board. I really need a purple, so we are going to grab that. And then, yeah, we'd have 13 plus. We actually do have it, however. I'm not sure if I actually want to mana it. You know what? I am actually going to go for it. And then we'll go for Zugaf onto you. And that should almost be matched. We'll take that. He'll do a thing. We unfortunately do not have a follow-up, so hopefully this will be enough to go and get our reds that we need into an extra turn. A little bit short on mana, however, we can still try for Sky Skull. Missed that as well. Zugaf dead. Actually, you know what? It's probably quicker taking Skull. That rate probably would have been the same about speed to go to Zugaf since we already clicked on it. Oh well. Not that big a deal. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to do earlier in the stream. I was going to go check how many diamonds we have. I never did end up do that, did I? We'll need to go do that. Because I'm curious what our diamond count is at. It's very absurd number out of very absurd number. I know that. As far as what very absurd number it is exactly, I do not remember. We'll check it after we finish this set. And also, we definitely need to keep going until we gain a level on this hero class. It's already so close. We can't not go all the way. Even seemed like it was going to reach it yesterday, but of course did not. But this stream, it 100% should. So let's get rid of that. Get our poke there. Do our follow-up poke. He'll do a thing. Ideally, he'll set up into our final poke. And he does, and he's dead. Easy as that. The token grinding intensifies. Could have a lot of token grinding we need to do over the next month. But we'll finally have that achievement. I believe it's like really, really low too as far as how many people have it. I think it's the most unachieved achievement in the game. I would assume so. It's definitely the hardest, that's for sure. Not counting the 0% ones that are literally impossible to do right now. But like these two are literally impossible. Oh, there is one that is rarer than it. Oh wait, no, there isn't. Wait, more people? Hold up. Where's Epic Volkey on this list? Are you telling me more people have gotten an Epic Volkey already? Who are these people? Am I just that unlucky? Where on earth is Epic Volkey? Oh no, never mind. Epic Volkey's still out with 0%. I was gonna say. Never mind. Yeah, Epic Volkey's still like exceedingly unobtained. Actually, never mind. Yeah, that's the only one not obtainable right now. Epic Volkey is. It's just literally at 0% somehow. This one's at literally 0 because it's impossible to do right now. However, this should be at 0.1%. Yeah, that's absurdly low. It's actually so few people that it hasn't even adjusted to 0.1%. Because this is possible right now when an Epic Volkey. However, you would both have to obtain a Volkey and then specifically use that Volkey in order to do that. And some people who obtained it might not have actually used it yet. Since that is something that some people sometimes hoard. I'm pretty sure most would open up their first, though, if they were to get one. But still. Yeah, this achievement's only at 0.3. This one will definitely be rarer than that one over time. However, it depends if they ever give a guarantee Epic Volkey at any point. As it currently stands, it is ultra luck based to get an Epic Volkey. Actually, I believe the single most... Oh, maybe not so. I was going to say the single most rarest resource in the game. That's actually not the case, because obviously Orb of Power or something like that would technically be rare in that regard. But it's definitely pretty high up there as far as how hard it is to get one. Yeah, or they don't play on Steam. For example, if you opened up the key on a different platform, like if you're playing on PC Mobile, and you open it up on mobile rather than on Steam, I'm not sure if it counts towards that achievement. I don't believe it does. If you were to do it on cross-platform instead. Like, it'd still be your account, but I believe it specifically has to be on PC or on Steam version for it to actually count towards your thing. I don't think it'll recognize that you spent one in the past if you end up doing it on mobile. So definitely make sure to do it on Steam if you're going to do it. And that's just some kind of achievement system on mobile too. Yeah, I haven't really touched a mobile version of the game in like ages upon ages. I might like touch it for tribute ever so occasionally, but aside from that, I normally just take it manually. Especially since I have two computers, it's not that hard to have it on in the background on one of the two. Let's see. It's not like I've really been going anywhere due to the virus. Still been a hermit. Aside from like a few things that you kind of have to go for. Pretty much been homebound since like, since February. Nice actually cascade into Skolden. Yeah, I'm pretty sure more than 0.1% of people have an Epic Volkey by now. I'm pretty sure it's like 0.2 or 0.3 across all platforms. It'll definitely over time get higher than the 100 gold levels. Because 100 gold levels takes a very, very long amount of time to grind. If you were to grind it non-stop, I think it takes several hundred hours. Might even be higher than that. Because essentially, per thing, let's say you even do about the average, which is 4. So you need 4 per thing. That's 36. So you would need to get every 36 tokens would be for one of them. So that means you would need 100. So that's 3,600 tokens then. And that ends up being quite a lot as far as how much time that takes. Let's see, what would the breakdown be for? Now I kind of want to do the rest of math. So 3,600 then is the total amount of tokens you would need to do that if you were going to do the minimum method. And you can get like, I would say 2.5 every 4 minutes. So that's what? That goes in 15 times. 15 times 2.5, math calculator go. 15 times 2.5 divided into the other thing. 15 times 2.5 comes out to, oh, I did the wrong number. 15 times 2.5 comes out to 37.5 per hour. And 17.5 per hour divided into 3,600 divided by 37.5. I might have done math somewhere wrong. There's only 96 hours. That's definitely way higher. Like, I did math wrong somewhere. I've been really off today overall. Even earlier, I was kind of weird. Not weird. It's just I'm not sure. Today's just been a really off day for me. But no, I definitely did math summers. They're wrong. Brain doesn't want to think today, apparently. Or it's thinking incorrectly. Let's see, we'll go for our explosion. Grab our Zooguff. Kill that out immediately. Obviously, we don't want to deal with that. We'll go for explosion, hope for random skull. Yeah, that did happen. Nice. Didn't automatically happen, but we just take it right there and be good to go. I'll take a purple for now. Get a Zooguff. What's in our chest? An Anu! Nice! We got a good drop today. Nice. We've been doing pretty good on Nishas. But I've still been getting a handful of Anus here and there. Always good to see. We just used, we just upgraded a legendary the other day off 100% chance. We ended up doing it ultimately into Web Spinner. We gave Web Spinner additional magic. Web Spinner with additional magic, obviously it doesn't normally cast its ability, so giving it magic isn't necessarily the greatest of things. However, the reason for giving it magic is if you ever looked at Web Spinner's damage, it's actually surprisingly below average compared to an average full AoE troop. And that was the main reason why we ended up going for it. Was because it is a below average kind of magic related troop, so in case the AI ever does it on its own, or if we ever need it for a battle, we'll have it as an option. So that's the main reason why we ended up going for the Web Spinner thing there. Well, so hello Isabel, hello Barbara, welcome, welcome. Hope both of your weekend's been well. Hello Chris, welcome. Let's go get a Zooguff down. Do it on his power just so we don't have to deal with it. Unfortunately, we didn't get to take the extra turn for ourselves. However, he's fumbling all over the place, so it doesn't matter. And there we go. And hello, Chris. Welcome. What am I doing? I need to explode it all. I'm like taking green as if we're using a Rowan team. That's not how that works. It's definitely not a Rowan. Oh, we had 13 red and then he got destroyed. Oh well. And he's dead. Yeah, back to school must be pretty stressful. With everything going on. Let's see, we'll throw that down for now. But yeah, isn't Tuesday back to school for most people? I believe it is. I know here in the South we actually started already like a week or so ago. I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago. Let's see. I'll take that for now. Yeah, around me, they normally start around late August, which always threw me off because it was like a week or two off from when I would normally start. Also, when I used to do band camp, we technically started like as early as like late July, because all of August we'd be practicing for tournaments and everything for marching bands and pep band and everything else. And that thing was almost like going to school because it was the exact same hours, if not longer. Let's see. I'll go throw that down. Bandcamp stories. No, Bandcamp was towards the beginning of the summer. That's different from Bandcamp. They're two different things. I think I did Bandcamp 3 different times. So Bandcamp and marching band are two completely different things, though. Can you cast? There we go. I'm doing. Oh wait, why did I do it that way? I could have just killed him. I thought we had 3 things to kill, not 2. But yeah, the goal of this stream is, I think, at this point, to gain a level. Obviously, while farming tokens, which is the main goal that we're going for, is more so farming the tokens. However, yeah, we'll do it as we try getting that done. Another campaign at reset. You wish they'd stop that dungeon thing, where they keep waiting until a day. We'll find out next week. Actually, we might already know. I'm not sure if the person has updated the thingy yet. Let me actually go double check. Actually, let me check it on my other computer, though, because they might have private messaged me, and I don't have this thing auto-logged in, because it doesn't when you do it through Steam. And I don't even have it logged in, even if I did on that other computer. Let me double check. I'm looking for latest. I am looking for... Oh, it might not be easily findable. Do I not have it bookmarked? I should have it bookmarked. There it is. Okay, I have it bookmarked. I was gonna say, it's definitely a page I would want to have marked. No, he hasn't updated it yet. Or she, I should say. I don't see an update yet. Yeah, they normally check it on the beta, though lately I think they've been doing it when it actually goes live. Maybe the dev said, hey, stop posting it a day early. Or something, I'm not sure. But lately it has been updated the day of rather than the day before. Because the beta could be used to know that info a whole day before. Because the beta timer is very weird with how it works. Why did I do that? We could literally just killed with the skull. Whoops. Mistakes have been made. Yeah, it might not seem like much, but all the stats that we're getting, it's going to be very noticeable once we don't have it anymore. Like, we're going to go from all these bonuses back down to 0 in a single day. Or, you know, technically over a week. But, you know what I mean. In the sense that it'll go from the full bonus all the way back down to 0 as soon as the following reset occurs, or, you know, the final week of the campaign in a couple weeks. And that's going to be quite a drastic difference compared to the full stats that you have for the finished out campaign, going all the way back to just default none. Obviously not none, but you know what I mean. None, at least in the sense that you're getting none from campaign. Why'd I do that? You have immune to burn, don't you? Luckily, there's the alternative. Destroy it with brute force. Strategy works well. Hey, where's our next 20%? But yeah, don't forget, anyone who is doing the full campaign, especially if you're doing it free to play, make sure to utilize those stats if you can for anything on the final week. If there's any like hard piece of content that you want to get done, most notably being level 500 delves, because your best chance will be during all those extra stats. It's basically the equivalent of having one whole potion effect without actually being during an event. So either the Tuesday faction that week or the following few weeks, might want to keep an eye on if any of them are enticing to you, or just trying to do no potion factions. Both of them would be a lot easier to do at this current moment in time compared to doing at a later time, since you'll have the full campaign bonus in a couple weeks. And technically, even before then, the last little bit's just HP, so that doesn't really end up doing much. Also, I could just kill the skull. Again, I should have just went for it. Fail. Another instance where we actually had the kill condition and then didn't take it. Not too big a deal, though. There we go. But yeah, those stats definitely add up. Max stats by the end of the week is... we have max damage by the 9th, or by 2 weeks from now. Or, yeah, not next week, but the following week. We have max damage at a total of 15 HP, 6 attack, 5 armor, and 6 magic. And then the following week, you have an additional 5 HP. Or if you already bought the pass, you already have it. So yeah, technically by, not next week, but the following week, max offensive capability is obtained. The only exception being if you're using something with HP boost ratio. However, that is very few things. As far as upscaling is concerned, the only one that really is used is Catches the Bull. I don't think anything else really uses HP boost ratio for the most part. That would actually be used in upscaling for those. So, yeah, you pretty much have max stats by next week if you bought the bigger pass, or the following week if you did not, which is where most people would be. I didn't go for the extra turn. We will, though. That missed. Oh, and we don't have extra damage anymore. That is very unfortunate. Oh, we can go Psycho our mana a bit. Get another Zoogoff down. And be good to go. So close to that level yet so far. I definitely need to go grind for it, though. We're not ending this stream without that level. That is the last thing we will be doing this stream, is getting a level on it. Even if I need to go do some quick low-level explore just to go get that level. We shall get that level before we end out for the night. And of course tomorrow we'll have the video going up for the event week stuff, for things that we couldn't go over tonight, like for example the Soul Forge, as we always do every event week video. I'll try to have that up pretty timely. I'd even stay up and get it recorded tonight. Though every single time I say that, I end up getting like tired, need to sleep, and then it's like, oh, it's even later than it would have been if I would have just waken up early. That does happen sometimes. Let's see. Throw that down. Grab our explosions. Get our Zoogoff down there. And now they all just flop. And we get a chest from this one then. We gotta beat an Anu. Come on, let's see a Nisha or a double Anu or an Anu Arania. Something to beat out our Anu that we got today. Even just another Anu would technically beat out another Anu. Let's see. Throw that down on immune to burning. We'll Flamer for that and hopefully land extra turn. And even if we don't, we do have a pretty good follow-up. Luckily, that's on 13 plus, so we can get that down. Throw that down, dead. Match. Oh, how on earth did all that miss? And there we go. And Bleed Burn ends up killing it for once. It doesn't get the kills here and there. Very rarely, but it can clean up. Okay, where do we need to go? 20%. Where are you hiding? Where are you hiding? You're hiding very well right now. Oh, you're right next to the ones that I normally avoid. That's why I can't find you. Feels so weird having to hunt down for only one. But it's technically more efficient doing that way, just so you can put all the bad kingdoms to the side. However, we're getting a new bad kingdom starting next patch, or not next patch, starting in a couple weeks when Zolkari gets a, actually I believe next faction I meant to say. Next faction, Zolkari gets a 100% reviving spider. This will be very annoying for the very obvious reason that Explorer will not like that. There's only one other instance of 100% revive in the game, and that of course is off of Drake Rider. It'll be the second instance of it in the game, and every instance will be horrible, because of course, unless you end up stunning it, it has a 100% chance that it will end up summoning, which is very, very, very exceedingly annoying, to say the least. So, yeah, that'll be a factor starting soon. I believe that's, what, 3 weeks from now? Like 3, 4 Fridays from now? It's coming up in the near future. It's next faction. We'll have to end up dealing with that aspect. So just as annoying as, the mechanic is in Groshnok, we will now have to go and deal with it in Zolkari, which will make Zolkari almost worse than Bladed Lands, oddly enough. Because Zolkari does have a lot of 25% as well. Groshnok has like the same kind of premise too, whereas 100% revive one, it still has a couple 25% scattered within it. Same problem is going to happen with Zolkari, making it pretty much equally as bad as Groshnok as a kingdom. Which would leave the only other two being Bladed Lands and Dragon's Claw, which will be ones that you might consider not doing. But one of them might end up becoming viable then, due to that. I feel like it would more so be Bladed Lands. Oddly enough, due to how it's set up, Dragon's Claw actually has more annoying revives, I would say overall. Oh gosh, we're entangled. Wait, what did we get entangled off of? Oh, Forest Troll did this thing. I was gonna say. Oh, we need mana for that. We'll try for Purple Sky. Didn't get it. We'll try for the extra turn there. We'll get that. Throw Destroy down. Get our Zugaf kill. Get it so he can't re-entangle us, so he's still gonna find a way. We'll go for our last little Zugaf, and that will probably be our win condition, and he's already dead. There we go. Okay, on to the next one. What do we get? What do we get? Give us our chests, and we will get a chest drop here. Little one after I believe we end up doing the whole thing and then still don't get a chest drop, unfortunately. That or we could start spamming Explore 3 at that interval, because that would be a pretty good time to go get in the last little bit of our level so we can go secure our level up and then call it a night. So I think we might actually do that then. We'll wait till we get on the last chest cycle, and then when we have to go to the really big gap, we'll go and do it off of a bunch of lower explorers, which is actually right after this battle, technically. Because I don't think you could get enough myth stones after the other thing. So we'll start doing Explore 3 now then after this one. So this will be our final big chest drop then. Last one that can have anything super, super good. So we'll get this and then we'll go farm the some quick kill Explore 3. Yeah, let's do that till we get a level. I definitely want to get that level before we end out the day. What do we get? Oh, good, we got an Arania. So at least nothing too bad. At least still got one decent drop. Also, it's tribute time, nice. Anything good? 16 gems, nice. Gotta get those up. Had to use a bunch for Bounty Hunter. Next thing we'll use them on is actually nothing, pretty much. The event next week. I believe you need to buy to tier 3 or tier 4 to go get the weapon. I forget which one it is on. And that's gonna cost a little handful of gems. However, other than that, we don't really have any gems to go spend next week. We don't have like any kind of like really big event. But let me double check. How much does that cost again? I forget exactly what category it's on, so I might not be able to actually confirm. I believe it's normally on tier 4. In which case, I believe that is 500 gems. If it was on tier 3, it'd only be 250 gems. I'm pretty sure it's tier 4 that's normally on. And if that is end up being the case where it's the weapon is available on tier 4, then yeah, that's 500 gems to go get the weapon then. If you want to go get the new weapon that's coming out tomorrow. It's a pretty useless weapon. Though it reminds me of Silent Night. Anyways, let's go and quick kill some Explorer to go get our last level. And we'll just do that with Zajin real quick. Get a couple Rowain quick kills here. We'll do it on Explorer 3. We have plenty enough stats to go do it here. And of course switch our other team. And here we'll be able to ramp up how much XP we end up getting. This will obviously be able to win at a much quicker rate, even though we will be sacrificing a little bit into tokens. However, it will go very quick for hero class leveling, or I should say hero level itself. because this ends up giving as much XP as if we were to go do a full Zugoff battle. However, it gets it done within a matter of seconds, which obviously is much, much quicker. At the speed of light. Also, this is very much how we're going to be farming gnomes this weekend. Or I should say next weekend, I mean. Or, 1 week from now. Once Friday starts up. This will be the exact method that we'll end up doing to farm a bunch of gnomes. This is all you really have to do. Just get your Rowan quick kill, cast it, repeat, keep doing that indefinitely till you have all the loots you want. And if you see a 4x blue, or 4x 5x blue, or 4x 5x green, you want to take it, as all of them will be full mana due to having a +2 green, +2 blue banner overall between all the bannerage. And just keeps one-shotting. We just keep repeating this until we get what we need. And this weekend that'll be gnomes, and in this case it is our level that we need to go get our hero level there. And 4x 5x green blue is quicker than going for the explosion, so if you can spot it before you explode, it is worth going for if you can scout for it pretty quickly, as it does speed up the overall rate of the battle if it is available on the board. You can normally see it based on the traits at the beginning where you're not able to move. During that time you can normally end up determining where it is and then go and take it and be good to go from there. You can also kind of cascade things like that, but go for Explosion, because Explosion actually has extra turn chance. Technically, taking that has extra turn chance too, however, it is much lower than just clearing out the board, which you already knew would gain full mana from anyways. No good things to go for, which generally mean Explode. However, sometimes if it's too few, it can actually be more strategic to go for a single green or a single blue. In that case, it probably would have, because there's only 4 green on the board. You sometimes get pretty bad boards for it. Not often, but they do occur. Where you don't really have a good option to explode, where you're kind of better off just taking the blue like that. I think we might have had enough that time, but assuming you're later in the game, your surge chance is probably around like 60 or so. Something pretty high already, so it's not really going to make that big of a difference, since your chances are already pretty high in that regard. What do we need here? We'll throw down that. Get our Rowan down. Yep, I completely miscooked that. Yeah, that should be enough green to get it, and it is. He'll do a thing, we'll throw him down, dead. But I believe we're about 30-ish battles away. Kind of hard to tell with how the bar moves. We are definitely close. Well, not quite there. But if we grinded enough, we could theoretically gain a level every single day. However, that takes a very high amount of time investment every day to actually do that. I think in the current state of the game, it's something like 8 hours, I think, if I want to gain a level. So it's technically doable every single day, but obviously we don't play that much. That would take a very long time to consistently do every single day. Might be a little bit shorter than that on hours. But that's just for one single level, and every 100 is needed for a stat. We're getting there. And 20 levels after this, we'll finally have it. I remember when Goblin was actually meta. Actually, it was when he first came out for a little duration of time. Obviously, in the current state of the game, he is pretty useless because he doesn't really have any kind of extra like board control follow-up. He just does like a small amount of damage into an extra turn. But there was a point when he was the most powerful troop in the entire game. However, that is very far from the truth these days. It's one of those instances where a troop hasn't been changed at all, yet has gone from being 100% meta to being near useless in the current state of the game. He is definitely one of those kind of troops. Because he hasn't been changed since the day he was meta. Like, he's still the exact same troop he was when he was the best troop in the game. Just the game has changed around him. But he hasn't changed at all. Was never buffed nor nerfed. Actually, that's not true. I think he used to have a 9 mana cost and then was raised to 11. I think it was one of them that had that change. There are a couple of goblins in the past that had a 9 mana cost that was eventually raised to 11. Just because of balance reasons. Because they kind of got pretty broken at one point in the game. So I was wondering what that was. There's like a spider on my leg. Just trying to get it real quick. Like, I think I got it. Felt something like crawling on my leg. Might not have even been a spider. Or something like black and small. Could have been an ant. Whatever it was. Made my leg feel weird. The threat has been neutralized. Not sure what it is, but whatever it is, it's dead now. It's pretty small, though. What do we need here? Go for explosion. And it looks like about 5 more minutes of battle should hopefully give us that level then. I really wish it would show you a total amount of EXP so we could plan down to like the minute as far as how long it would take us. Right now it's actually really hard to predict about how many battles you need because all you have is the EXP bar. Or, you know, just the bar itself, not with the actual EXP numbers, just an EXP bar. At no point on the PC mobile version has your EXP total ever been seeable within the game. There was one point on consoles where a glitch allowed you to see what your EXP was, because obviously it's a number that's kept track of. However, this number is never public. I'm not sure if they've ever answered why on earth the EXP number is never public, but for whatever reason, it is not. It's one of the kind of weird things, especially since in the past they disclosed what the rate for the masteries were, like way back when it ended up getting reskilled. However, I still don't understand why it doesn't show you what your total EXP is in game. I guess because it would be a pretty intimidating number, because the number that we normally need, I believe, is in the hundreds of thousands. And only getting like 100 something every battle obviously seems quite intimidating towards the total that you actually need. However, I don't know, I still don't understand why it doesn't actually display within the game. It'd be a very useful number to know, since you know exactly how much EXP you're going to be getting per battle, and you can calculate out the rate at which you are battling relative to how much EXP you need to figure out how many battles you would end up needing to gain your level. However, in the current state of the game, you can only kind of guesstimate it. Like, for example, I, in every single one of these battles, will be getting 103 XP, assuming we kill 4 troops. It doesn't matter if we kill 4 troops in PvP, or in Delves, or in Arena, or wherever. It will count for 103 XP based on all the bonuses that we have right now. This will never end up changing. So as you can see right here, since we killed 4, it'll be 103. And every single time we ever kill exactly 4 enemies, it'll be 103, because it's based on how many enemies you kill. Basically meaning I'm effectively getting about 25 XP per troop that we ever kill. And if we knew the math thingy on it, we'd be able to calculate out the total, but we do not know the totals, so we can't. Yeah, Gems of War is really good and addicting. We have, gosh, how many hours do we have these days? We have a very large number. We have 12. Oh, that's funny. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, we don't. I was going to say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But almost. We have 1, 2, 3, then 2, and 4. But anyways, we have over 12,000 hours is the bottom line. Yeah, it's a really good game. Definitely has a lot of replay value. Very addictive as well. Also, it's pretty fair for free-to-play as well. It can be a little bit hard to go for 100% completionist in the current state of free-to-play. However, you definitely get enough to be able to progress through the entire game. 100% free to play. It's definitely the best match 3 game I've ever played. There haven't really been anything equivalent to Gems of War that's coming out for a while. As far as something that's like actually as good as it. I'm actually kind of surprised it hasn't really gotten a proper competitor. Like there kind of are things like Puzzles and Dragons and stuff, but it's more like Japanese localized than anything. Oh, that's actually enough damage. Oh yeah, we have 10% extra stats. I forgot that actually is enough this week, isn't it? I was gonna say, normally that's not enough to kill at Explore 3. But I guess with 10% it is. Oh, I did that. We already had win condition. I'll throw that down. Get Rowan down dead. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Because as soon as I gain that level, we'll probably call it a night. However, I'm not quite sure how much longer it'll take. Because for whatever reason, it do not show total XP. But based on how much bar still has to fill up, I assume about 5 minutes, even though I said that almost 5 minutes ago. It's just really hard to predict due to it being a bar and not a number. Which I still don't understand why the drop you get during a battle is as a number, yet your total is never represented as a number. Makes no sense. If they ever do a quality of life update, I really hope that becomes a thing. Just showing what that EXP value is. Because they keep track of it. We already know for sure that the game itself keeps track of a number. It's very obvious given that the things are actual number drops as well. Like, it's keeping track of a number. That number just isn't visible to the player. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay, that looks like about 20 battles or less. Go for Explosion. Shouldn't even need to worry about that over there. Good. There's a 5 times brown, but obviously we don't really gain much of a benefit from taking such a thing. Yes, if you haven't already, one of the best epic cards that you can end up getting through her kingdom is Rowan. She's obtained from the Forest of Thorns questline. She's very, very, very broken. It's amazing. She has a 2 times armor boost ratio. And if you farm Explore to go get guard medals, which is the common medal, so it's pretty easy to obtain. Once you get those, the medal version of it ends up giving you 8 armor to all allies. And this is exceedingly powerful with Rowan because she gains 2 damage per armor, meaning that an 8 armor bonus not only gives your entire team 8 durability, but it also gives her 16 damage output, assuming no one touches her armor. But she's one of the earliest very strong things that you can get at 100% rate, and definitely one worth using. So you get some pretty good weapons early on as well, through Brown and Brown-Red Mastery. Through Brown Mastery, you eventually get Mountain Crusher, which is one of the best mana accumulating methods in the game, automatically obtained for free at certain Brown Mastery for your hero. And at Red Mastery, I believe 23. As you get that up on hero, you end up getting Mang, which is one of the best upscaling weapons in the game, as well as the most accessible one to a newer player. And that can carry you through pretty much any event, especially when using it with like something like Titan Hero Class, which is obtained from Stormheim. Pretty much any hero class that gains Brown on Barrier on Brown. Though Titan is one of the more advised ones to do, as it's the best overall hero class in the game. Oh, oops, we just took a chest. I didn't mean to take that chest. I should have taken out on Explore 12. Oh well. Not that big a deal. Not a big deal. If nothing else. We actually did get 2 tokens from it. However, all the rolls for it are all low rarity stuff, unfortunately. Oh well. Mainly came here for the level. Yep, no problem. And every Monday we cover a video going over all the Soul Forge and everything. Sometimes it's a good thing to craft. Dungeons is where you gain most of your crafting material for that. You unlock that by doing a couple of quest lines. Pretty much, in the current state of the game, first priority always as a newer player, I would say, is to do all the quest lines. This didn't used to be the case, however, they did a patch several patches ago that basically incentivizes the doing of every single quest line in the game. As not only does this give you every single epic in the game, but it also unlocks all of the modes, like dungeons, like delves, underworld, stuff like that. And doing daily dungeon is a very effective way to craft pretty much anything in the game. It does take a little bit of time to farm up all those resources, but it does allow you to essentially craft anything. But anyways, there is our hero level. We are now at level 1,580. 20 more levels, we gain another stat. That's not happening anytime soon, though, for how long it takes to gain each level. But there we go. 1 event key and 100 glory. We're good to go. Anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, I am going to be heading to bed soon. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, for our live stream, an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow night, we will be going over the Chapter 8 campaign tasks, or at least as many as we can go over. I'll also be covering the video at some point tomorrow, going over Soulforge, teams for various things throughout the week, and, you know, the normal stuff we do every Monday. Other than that, we got Vault Event next weekend, and that's pretty much the only other good thing happening next week. It's all happening on Monday and Friday, or actually throughout the weekends. But yeah, Vault Event weekends, so that in itself doesn't bring any new content, but of course it does bring a lot of resources with it, and we will be going on that Epic Vault Key grind. We will hopefully end up getting the Epic Vault Key this weekend, which is still much elusive to us at this current moment in time. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. I hope you all have a wonderful week. We'll catch you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching as always. Greatly appreciated, and stay safe out there. Goodbye, everyone.